Hey everybody, I'm Mama Baird and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a bonus food bank haul for you. This is my local food bank. You can go shopping. They say you can come every single day if you need to. I usually like to go once a week. I feel like that's enough for me to help supplement our family. However, I did happen to be there today for a homeschooling event. We got a tour of the food bank and we made some gingerbread Christmas cookies for everybody who volunteers there at the food bank. So that was a lot of fun. I got a really good view of behind the scenes. Unfortunately, I did not film it because I do want to make sure that I have permission before I do that. So I'm working on setting up something with the lady to be able to do a behind the scenes food bank tour for you guys. So fingers crossed that I'm able to get that video done and up probably after the holidays. Honestly, everything's really super crazy busy right now. I'm sure you understand. Fridays, they are closed for the weekend, and the lady giving me a tour, she recognized me and knows that I come there a lot. So she said that I was more than welcome to do an extra shop this week if I'd like, because they had a lot of extra food. So I did. So let's get into it and I'll show you what I got. For the sweet treats, they had tons of cookies. So I got one of these small things. I think they just picked up from Costco because I have a lot of Costco stuff. We got some big peanut butter cookies. So I might take these little ones and throw these in the freezer, maybe portion them in smaller ones. So that way I can pull out a bag at a time. You know, that might be good for husband's lunch. And then here they had apple crumb cinnamon. Now they only had 5 in here. I did not eat one, so I don't know what happened. Maybe one of the volunteers ate one, which is okay. I mean, there's plenty. And then they had so many croissants, so I was able to pick up another big thing of croissants, which I am ecstatic for. I love Costco croissants. Okay, and then on all of I got a couple of extra squashes. They still had a big bin of them, so I picked up 2 more of them. I thought they were kind of cool. Does anybody know what kind of squash this is? I feel like it's different than this one, and I really like this one, so I got that. I thought that was cool. They had lots of yogurt. My kids could knock out one of these in one sitting between the 3 of them, let me tell you. So I got 1 yogurt, and then they had a thing of orange juice here with the pulp. Well, they had lots of orange juice today. And then they had lots of half and half cream, which is what I drink in my coffee. And this is my favorite milk brand ever, from Moo to You. I mean, come on. So they got that. And then they also had a half gallon of 2% milk. So I got those. And then here, sometimes they get leftover Chinese food from, I don't know quite how that works, but they portion it up, freeze it, and then they give it out in portions like this of just leftover Chinese food. So I don't usually grab one of these, but I wanted to grab one. They had a lot of them today, and I wanted to grab one just to kind of show you guys that this is something that they do offer there. Like I said, I think they just picked up from Costco because they had this huge thing of mac and cheese. Oh, this looks so good. $3.49 a pound, $13.72 for this, and this is 4 pounds. So 4 pounds of macaroni, and it has instructions here on how to reheat it. You just put it in a 400-degree oven for like an hour, and then you got mac and cheese. I bet that will be really good reheated. And then they have garlic pepper drumsticks. So this is kind of like the raw ones that I got before that were garlic pepper, but I think they just cook theirs up. So this isn't too bad, 3 pounds. And it comes with some ranch on there. So that looks good. I might take this off the bone and then save those bones for stock. Don't get rid of that. They had fly swatters there, so I picked up a 2-pack. I made sure I got one because I always break mine because I use the strength of Thor to make sure those mothers are dead. And then I got this thing of cornbread stuffing. That looks pretty fun. Nice and dry, so this will keep for a while. Number 10 can of crushed tomatoes. So this would be good to make up some marinara sauce or spaghetti sauce or something. I don't know, that's a big old can of crushed tomatoes. And then they had lots of packs of these dried sweet cherries. So I picked up one of these. Interested. You could use this for granola. You could use this for, what else? Granola bars. What else you guys got? What else could I use with dried sweet cherries? This is a big bag too, 2 pounds. Got one of those. I got a nice head of cabbage here. We love cabbage in this family, so I always grab cabbage if they have it. And they had she said they had so many jalapenos, so I actually grabbed some more so I can make either cowboy candy, which one of you asked what that is, and that's just like a candied jalapeno. So it's jalapenos in a sweet sugar brine, so it's like spicy and sweet. Oh, it's so good, guys. So I may make some of that, and then I picked up some tomatoes because my daughter loves eating tomatoes. So I got some because I know she'll eat those. They did have some wild game there, so they had venison. So I made sure I grabbed one of these because we are a family who definitely enjoys venison and elk. We recently got an elk. If you haven't seen that video, I can link that below on how much elk we got from one. And then they had a frozen pack. These look like those peppers and onions that I've gotten before. And they're just, and they were in the freezer section, so frozen. This would be good to throw in for like a sheet pan for fajitas or something. So I don't know if I'm going to reportion this because it's kind of, you know, loose. I feel like it'll get freezer burn. So I don't know. I'll figure out what to do with that. And then for my second protein choice, they still have turkeys there. And this is, you know, if I feel like if that's one of my choices is to get a whole turkey, I will get a whole turkey because you can get a lot of meat from one turkey. And this is something that I can use to stretch really far in my family because this is 11.5 pounds of turkey. But not only do I get the meat, I save the bones and make broth. And that broth is the best, guys. And look at this. I just can't believe this. It's $3.59 a pound for almost 11.5 pounds. $41.82 for this turkey. I mean, $41 for a turkey? Like, who can afford that? Guys, if you're one of those people that feel like since you have 2 jobs, you don't need to be going to the food bank, or you're not destitute, or you're doing fine buying the cheap stuff and not getting anything healthy, please consider going to the food bank. That's what they're there for. This is all extra food that I picked up this week that, like, well, this would have got thrown away, guys. This food would have got thrown away. I mean, the turkey probably would have been fine till Monday. That was just kind of a bonus. But all this refrigerator food, like, that would have been thrown away in the trash. So I'm very thankful to be able to have utilized this for my family and got an extra bonus. I love my food make so much, so thank you for the food bank for letting me have some extra food that normally would have got thrown away just because I happened to be there. Like, who can afford $41 for one turkey, a 12-pound turkey? I am just blown away at these costs, and don't feel like you guys are alone if you can't afford that. Who can afford that? Don't feel like you're alone. I know not everybody's food bank provides as much as mine does and is as generous as mine is, and I'm really sorry for that, but please give it a try. I will leave some resources below that you can contact if you're running short on food, if you're worried about it. Christmas is coming. If you just need some extra help, maybe you don't have any gifts for your kids yet and you want to spend some money on your kids, then use some of your food money to go towards getting your kids some Christmas gifts. Because, you know, it's going to be a hard Christmas. It's going to be a hard winter. And don't feel like there's a problem. I know I couldn't be able to afford to give my kids any kind of Christmas gift if it wasn't for the food bank. And I don't feel any shame with that. And they don't feel any shame with that. They're like, please take this food. Use that money to pay some bills, get your kids some gifts or something. You know, there is nothing wrong with that. There really is not. This is food that's going to be thrown away. I feel like it's a smart and resourceful thing to do. You know, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I just can't bear to see food thrown away. And I'm very thankful to my food bank for letting me have this opportunity to save my family money and to utilize food that would go bad. I mean, I feel like the food waste in the United States is just outrageous. So much food gets thrown away. So many people don't know how to utilize food. And it's a shame. It really is, because there's lots of people out there who could really use it. Lots of people like my family that it saves us being able to go to the food bank. And I have no shame in that. And I hope that you guys would consider this as well and that you can go get yourself some food if you need it, okay? Now, I'm not going to be cooking anything this time, guys, just because I'm doing a quick one. I got things to do. It's Friday. We got a weekend coming. I do want to run something past you guys, though. Someone brought up to me about having kind of like a chopped series on my channel where I have random ingredients and I try and throw something together. I'm trying to do like a little spin off of that on what I can do with that. And I'm thinking that, you know, they have that spin wheel that you use for people to like win prizes. Maybe I can enter in like a bunch of the different vegetables I have, a bunch of the different proteins I have. You know, I could do the starches I have, and then we can do a spin wheel, and then whatever ones I get, that's what I have to make a meal out of. And I think it would be fun to do it live. What do you think? So you guys can be in on it. Maybe I can get my husband behind the camera to kind of shoot off some questions for me as you answer. I know I did a live this morning and it was just a lot of fun. I love you guys. You're like my friends, you know? I just want to spend some time with you. And I think that would be really fun to kind of cook and banter back and forth. So let me know what you think about that, if that's something you'd be interested in, if you have any ideas on like how I can run that smoother. Do you think that's a good idea with the spin wheel and the categories? Or I don't know. So let me know what you think, and if that's something you'd be interested in. I think it would be a lot of fun. So let me know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will catch you next time on Mama Baird's.